What is up, guys? Tech92 here, Beats Clan Live, bringing y'all another episode of TekTale Tuesdays, the segment where I tell you guys a tale and you guys sit down and listen to my story. And I know it's been a long time since I've done one, but we're back and we're doing some more TekTale Tuesdays. So here we go. Last time, where we left off, Blitzstreak was captured by Megatron and the Decepticons, and he was brought into the base. And he told his crew, Blitzstreak told his crew, to go back to the base, their base, and don't follow, don't turn back for nothing. So just stay. Alright. So, Megatron and the Decepticons and Blitzstreak arrive at the base. And, you know, they're really powerful. They're kind of overpowering Blitzstreak because of the power of the Dark Energon. And Blitzstreak can still kind of fight them off. Like, he does fight them off. And, he does kill a few, but then after, they overwhelm him because it's like 5 and 6 people trying to, like, hold him down. And, he just can't move. So, they, lock him up in, like, one of those things, like, alright, I'm gonna set the scene for you guys. Transformers Prime, when they have, that one scene where RC and Starscream are, on Cybertron and her teammate died or whatever, and she was locked up in those metal things, it's like the same thing that they use. Like, they used it on Fowler, they used it on Optimus, I forgot who else they used it on. So yeah, they used that, and Blitzstreak is locked up in that, and Megatron is sitting there, and he's asking him, you know, how do you like this new power? And he's like, how did you even acquire this? And Megatron just says how he's done research and he found out, and he was able to find the Dark Energon and all this other stuff. And he starts telling him about the plan. And he says basically what he's going to do is he's going to take the Dark Energon, go to the core of Cybertron itself, and corrupt the core. And he says, why are you telling me this? He says, because you're going to help me. And Blitzstreak tells him, he's like, no, I'm not going to help you. It's like, after everything you've done, you really think I'm going to sit here and help you? And Megatron tells him, he's like, I don't really think you have a choice now, do you? He says, I always have a choice. I'm Blitzstreak. And he pulls out a shard of Dark Energon, and he says he's going to corrupt Blitzstreak. And Blitzstreak isn't going to be able to resist the power of the Dark Energon, and Megatron will have full control over Blitzstreak, and he'll be able to tell him everything to do. So at this point, Blitzstreak doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't know how his body's gonna react to the Dark Energon, and he's squirming and everything. He's trying to get loose. He almost does get loose, but then the other people have to, like, hold him back. The Decepticons gotta hold him back and everything. So, what Megatron does is he gets real close to his face, puts the Dark Energon, like, right in Blitzstreak's face, and then jabs it right into his abdomen, and, you see, like, the Dark Energon, like, corrupting him and all this other stuff, and then, Blitzstreak is then corrupted with the Dark Energon. He's screaming in pain and everything, and then, Megatron says, oh, don't worry, it'll just be a few seconds, and then you'll just feel the overwhelming urge to kill, and all this other power that you're gonna have. So, it's gonna, like, to try and help you guys, like, picture it, it's gonna make his eyes, like Dark Energon does, like when it makes them purple or whatever color it is. And then, like, you just see, like, the blue Energon just slowly fade. Well, since he's a Decepticon, his eyes are red, so yeah, those fade away. And what happens is he gets corrupted, and he basically does the same thing Megatron does, just because of how they were so powerful and everything, and how they're just like their power is a lot alike, and they're really good fighters and stuff like that, just because they're rivals, so they're both like equally as powerful. And he tries to reject the Dark Energon, but it doesn't really work. And he feels the power. And Megatron, after he watches him be corrupted, he's got the smile on his face like, oh yeah, Blitzstreak is finally going to be a part of the Decepticons again. But then later, he sees that Blitzstreak is still the same. And Blitzstreak just sits there and looks at him. He's like, thanks for the power. And he asks him, how are you able to control it? And he tells Megatron the same way you're able to control it. So we're both really powerful and we know how to do it. That's basically what he tells him. And Blitzstreak sits there, breaks out of those chains or whatever, the stuff that's holding him, and he goes up to Megatron, and they start fighting a little bit, but then he tells Megatron, he's like, see, now that you have given me this power, it's your mistake. I control who I am, and I know what to do with this Dark Energon. And also, he Blitzstreak, after he finds out that he can control the Dark Energon and stuff, him and Megatron come face to face. And Blitzstreak decides to book it out of there, and everybody's chasing him, and he does make it out of there just because you know how he is Blitzstreak. And all that other good stuff. So he starts making his way back to the base, and he has that secret route, so he gets back through there, uses his communicator, and he gets warped back to the base. And they see that Blitzstreak is corrupted with Dark Energon, and they're terrified. They're just like, oh my god, is Blitzstreak gonna kill us? And he says, don't worry, calm down. I know how to harness the power, and I'm in full control. And he tells them everything that Megatron told him, and how he's gonna corrupt the core. It's gonna sway the tide in the battle for Cybertron. They're gonna destroy the Autobots, and then next he's gonna try and come and kill Blitzstreak and his team. Because I did forget that like Megatron's like telling him, he's like, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you and all this other stuff. So Blitzstreak does get an idea, and his idea is he can use that molecular proton cannon, and since when he does use it, it drains his energon, so it's like pure energon being shot from his cannon. He thinks that maybe he can extract this Dark Energon from his own body. So he does try it, and it does work. So then after that, he absorbs a regular cube of energon, and he's back to his normal self. He realizes that the power in the Dark Energon is like, it's ridiculous. So what they do is they get the regular energon for his rebel fleet, and he gets some Dark Energon for himself. Now he thinks ahead, and he sits there and says, you know, what are the Autobots gonna do? We kind of need to help them a little bit, and you know, he feels bad for them since he's gonna corrupt the core. We're skipping forward a little bit in time. This is after Megatron corrupts the core, and after he corrupts the core, the Autobots are like scavenging for energon, and like they can't really find any. So Blitzstreak searches and searches, and he finds the Autobot base, and he comes in there, and this is in the middle of like an Autobot like meeting, and Optimus is talking and all this other stuff, and they're all just like, they're freaked out that Blitzstreak is there, and he says that he comes in peace, and he's not gonna harm any of them and everything. And they're like, how does he know? How do we know that he's not gonna sit here and he's gonna try and kill us all? Look, he's corrupted with Dark Energon. Just look at him. And he tells him, he says, I'm in full control, and there's nothing you have to worry about. Optimus knows that Blitzstreak is in full control. He trusts Blitzstreak because of how, when Optimus came back out of the ditch and everything, how they were helping the Autobots. And he tells him, he says, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Blitzstreak and his fleet were actually helping us during that battle we had with the Decepticons when we found out they were corrupted with Dark Energon. And he asks Blitzstreak, you know, what are you doing here? And he tells him that I'm here to help you guys. The entire planet is corrupted with Dark Energon. You guys can't find any. And I figured out a way that I can help you guys, and you guys can still have Energon. And he asks him how. And what he basically tells him is he can absorb the Dark Energon from the Energon cube, and he's just gonna absorb the Dark Energon, and it'll still have the regular Energon remain. So they all get together, they find this area of Dark Energon, and Blitzstreak, what he does is he absorbs the Dark Energon, and then I haven't really decided on how he like exerts the power. If he just absorbs it, or if he just shoots it out of his proton cannon and then absorbs more. I think what he's gonna do is he's probably just gonna absorb it and then shoot it out of his proton cannon and then absorb more, and then just keep redoing that. So yeah, that's about where we're at in the story. I know that was kind of short, story-wise, but we are gonna have some more TekTale Tuesdays to come. And there will be some more battles and some more stories in the future. So I do hope you guys enjoy TekTale Tuesdays and the return. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday for more TekTale Tuesdays with Blitzstreak and the Battle for Cybertron. So if you guys want to stay up to beat with Beats Clan Live, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Tek Knight 2 is out.